Welcome back to Stroke of Luck. My name is Tack, and today we're going to be pitting two titans against each other. In one corner, we've got Retributor Armor by Citadel, going head to head with Pro Acryl Rich Gold. We're going to be putting them side by side on these Blade Guard veterans to see how they actually perform under the brush. First, I went in with a mix of Scarlet Red and Bloody Red for that signature Blood Angels base, and after that I dropped a quick coat of Ivory on the shield and the tabard. After that it was time to test the metallics. Starting off with Retributor Armor, when I first opened the pot it seemed like a broken sauce. It was separated and clumpy. I gave it a good shake, but the first coat still left a little bit to be desired. It was very thin and silvery, indicating that the pigment was still separating from the medium. I gave it another quick shake, to no avail. It was still coming out very thin, and it just did not meet my expectations for coverage. What finally did work for me though is when I used an old brush to physically stir the pot, and after that I gave it another shake. Once the paint had been mixed really well, it had a great consistency and it was leaving nice opaque coats of goldeny goodness. Overall it performed fine, but from the get-go it was a little bit of a headache. Next up, it was time for the Pro Acryl. From the very first brush stroke I could immediately tell that this was a bit better, or at least more tailored to my tastes in terms of smoothness. The pigment in the metallic flake seemed more dense than the Retributor, and it really made painting with it enjoyable. I felt as though it dried a bit quicker, but the overall finish was more uniform and a lot less clumpy. This stuff flowed beautifully. After that, I washed the metallics with a coat of Reikland Flesh Shade. This stuff is going to warm up our gold a little bit. Next, we're going to do some side-by-side comparisons, so that way you can get a look for yourself. First, we've got the Retributor Armor next to the Rich Gold with no shade paint. After that, we've got Retributor Armor with and without the shade paint. Next, we've got Rich Gold before and after the shade paint. And lastly, both gold paints after applying the Reikland Flesh Shade. A trick I like to use to make the gold accents pop is after applying the shade, I like to go in with the original base metallic and apply some thicker highlights. And always be sure to take your time with this because it's really easy to mess everything up. After that, I follow up with some edge highlights using any pure silver paint. Just these two little steps can add an incredible amount of depth to your miniatures. It really makes things stand out and look less flat. Once I finished that up, I added a few final touches, and then it was time for the final reveal. Overall, I really like both paints. I feel like the Rich Gold is a bit more yellow and closer to the color of real gold. But I do feel like Retributor Armor is great for certain things as well. Don't be scared to experiment and mix and match. Not every gold accent on your miniature needs to be the same gold paint. So let us know in the comments which paint you're going to be using on your Blood Angels from Armageddon. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.